Live. Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome, writers, authors, book fluencers, as well as doctoral students. My name is N.HARV if you're new here, hence the name of my channel and business, N.HARV. That's where that comes from. And I'm here to talk about all things writing and all things education, which is the theme of my channel. But today, specifically, after coming from campus, I'm a fourth year doctoral student at Howard University. So coming from campus and coming from an event at the School of Education, or that was hosted by the School of Education, it got me to thinking about the weight of a doctoral program, which leads me into today's topic: why earning a doctorate and getting your doctoral degree is more heavy than it is hard. So it's more heavy than hard. And this topic came to me because I've been thinking over the past couple of weeks as I've really been I've been really organizing my content and my focus, my theme for not only this channel, my YouTube channel, but also for my other social media platforms. And I think I've really honed my messaging as far as like my positionality when it comes to being a doc student, an EDD student, like a Doctor of Education student specifically, as well as a professional book editor and writing consultant. And I am now in the process, not only in the process, but I think I do a pretty good job at showing how those worlds blend, like how I have a very streamlined online presence as well as a streamlined life, essentially, because my online presence really is my life. I am actively a doctoral student. I am actively a book editor. I am actively a writing consultant, as well as a researcher, right? Not only in my professional job, like aspects of my professional job, my 9 to 5, but also with my academic career. I have a bachelor's and master's in sociology. That's heavy social science, heavy research, right? And then I'm in a doc program. So obviously I am going to do a lot of researching before I defend my proposal and my dissertation. So it got me to thinking about just why a doctoral program and earning your doctorate is a little bit more challenging than a bachelor's program, or even a grad program like a master's program. And I think it's because of the fact that it really does come down to your endurance. So it's less, in my opinion, less about intelligence and more about endurance. Now, that being said, let me clarify. When you are going after a doctorate, that you absolutely have to have like a sense of mental capability, the ability to synthesize, to reason, to comprehend complex things. Like the intelligence, of course, is a factor and is very important to the process, to the academic journey. But I say it's less about intelligence and more about endurance, because I'm finding that when you're in a doctoral program, hey guys, when you're in a doctoral program, like to remain in the program and to actually see it through, oh my gosh, that's all about persistence, consistency, and resilience. Like I'm a fourth year doctoral student. I'm defending my dissertation. No. I'm defending my proposal, which is the first 3 chapters of my dissertation this semester. And let me tell you, the amount of times I said I'm going to quit this year alone, and it's only February. It's only the second month in 2026. The amount of times I'm like, I'm good, y'all got it. It should be studied. And granted, I've been in this program for 4 years, and it's now, while I'm at the finish line, that I'm like, I don't, why do I have to complete this? Why do I have to keep going? It's because it's an endurance game. It really, really is. I know I'm smart. I know I'm capable. I know all of that. I was admitted or enrolled. When I enrolled, I was accepted. That's the word I'm looking for. Accepted into the school. So I really believe in myself and my capabilities. I believe in my ability to reason and to think cognitively, as well as comprehend complex matters. I believe in all of that. I believe in my research skills. I believe in my ethics. I believe in my integrity. I believe in my commitment to academia. But you know what I'm having a hard time believing in? My endurance. I don't want to say I'm so over it, but my gosh. Yes. Hello, lovely people in the audience. Why 6'7"? Interesting. So, hey. Y'all keep it cute in the audience. But yes, that's what I want to do. I want to not only be honest and be a little bit transparent tonight by saying earning your doctorate is more heavy than hard. Granted, this is all my opinion, right? But I also want to give a little bit of a solution to the heaviness of it. I'm finding that hobbies and physical activities really help with building discipline. I have taken on a new love of Pilates. Like, that's my movement of choice. And me being consistent with that movement and going to classes, it really is helping me kind of like build the stamina to complete this program. I don't know what it is. As they say, the very popular phrase, how you do one thing is how you do all things. So maybe that's it. Maybe because I'm consistent, air quotes, with Pilates, it's helping me be consistent with my academic journey. I'm not sure. What I do know is that I'm always thinking, and I think that's the heaviness of a doc program. It's like you're always thinking. I'm always thinking about my research. I'm always thinking about how I can present ideas in a more succinct and a more clear way. I'm always thinking about, oh my gosh, in the future, when I start to train and start to present at conferences about my research topic, then I can present it in this way. I'm always thinking about frameworks. I'm always thinking about how I can adequately add to the general conversation with regards to K-12 education. These are always thoughts. I'm always thinking. That's heavy. That does not require me to necessarily be the smartest person in the room or even in my program. It requires me to have some type of system and compartmentalization. Yeah, I think that's how I meant to say that. To where I can turn my brain off sometimes and actually enjoy the rest of my life. Too much of one thing is not great. I don't want my schooling to consume me. I don't want my doc program to consume me because it can get that heavy. It can get that consuming. Like, it really is a lot and holds a lot of weight because it's so important for scholars, for practitioners, for those who have a love for academia. Like, your life's work starts earlier than, of course, your dissertation, but like the plot or the crux of your life's work is really your dissertation. So all of the buildup from your coursework and your doctoral program, as well as your proposal defense and all of that, that's building up to the big like crux of your scholarly work, your dissertation. That's important, and we know that's important for those of us in academia, and that is heavy. That's something that weighs on me all the time. And that's why I say earning your doctorate and getting your doctorate, like being in a doctoral program, is more heavy than hard. But fear not. I believe physical movement, it does help the process. It does make you feel, in my opinion, like, okay, I have a little bit more mental capacity because I've moved my body, like I've worked off some of my steam. So that's my advice to you doc students out there. Like, know that it's going to be more heavy than hard, especially if you're considering a doctoral program or going back to get your terminal degree, whether it's an EDD, PhD, DMin, whatever the degree is. Know that it's going to be emotionally taxing, mentally taxing, and it may be physically taxing if you let it, but don't let it. Don't let it. Like, be proactive in the physical part of it. Like, make sure it's all about moving your body and staying on top of your health. You're going to need your physical health as well as your mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, all of that in order to endure this entire process. So that's my advice for today, and a little bit of me kind of sharing my heart right now. This is where I am in my program. I'm in a very heavy state because I'm defending, and also I am, you know, I am being very in touch with my hobbies and my physical movement because I don't want this to consume me. This program is not my everything. It's important. Yes, I want to continue to earn my position as Dr. Harvey, future Dr. Harvey, but that's not my all in all. I still have to be alive and be well. So my health is my priority. And I'm learning that it has to be that way, you know? So that is these are my musings, if you will, my verbal musings instead of my written musings. And also my advice, take care of your health, your physical health, as well as all of the other aspects of your health. Yeah, because it's heavy. Getting a doctorate is heavy. It's not hard. It can be challenging, don't get me wrong, because you're juggling many different things and you're thinking all the time. That is challenging. But I wouldn't particularly say that it's hard. The other H word is heavy. It is heavy, but it is possible. So let's all do this together. We're going to win together. Guys, can you believe it is Wednesday? This Friday, I'm bringing back the EDD series, the Doctor of Education series. This is my series where I'm sharing videos that highlight the Doctor of Education, the EDD, as well as other practitioner-based degrees, and just the universal doctoral experience. But I really want to shine light on the EDD, obviously, that's why it's called the EDD series, and also the different career paths that are non-traditional and PhD, because the PhD is so popular when it comes to like a doctorate. Most people say, oh, you're getting your PhD. No, not always. A lot of people have different options and different career paths, and I want to highlight that. And different degrees, different doctoral degrees or doctorates. So I definitely am excited to highlight more of those types of degrees, the different degrees, as well as highlight my very own degree, my very own non-PhD degree, which is the Doctor of Education, the EDD. And that series is coming back this Friday. So what is it? Today is the 11th. So February, today is the 11th? Yes. It is coming back 11th, 12th, 13th. Oh, gosh. Friday, I did not realize that Friday is the 13th. So Friday, February the 13th is the return of the Doctor of Education series. Thank you for the hearts. The EDD series, and it's going to be on my YouTube channel. So right here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also click the notification bell. That way you won't miss the video when I drop it. And I'm going to drop a video every Friday until the end of the season. It's not a podcast per se, but I'm treating it as a podcast where I will have different seasons. So last year, I have 8 episodes already up. So if you're on YouTube, then check out the YouTube playlist, the EDD playlist. You'll see the first 8 episodes. Season 1 is what I'm calling it. And this season, we're bringing back the show, but also we're bringing it back with guests. So it won't only consist of solo episodes. So I will have more of I wouldn't say formal, but I will have my microphone and more universal doctoral topics. But I will also be interviewing a lot of my colleagues and also colleagues at Howard, right? And then also colleagues that are just around the way. So I'm excited about this series and what it will add to the conversation, the education conversation at large. And yes, kicking off season 2 this Friday, February the 13th. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for rocking with me every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, which is when I drop videos. So this year, 2026, I have committed to dropping, however you phrase it, a YouTube video every Wednesday, every Friday, and every Sunday. Sometimes I go live like this. Sometimes I have videos that are scheduled. Sometimes I have a series. The format has been that I'm liking. It has been writing videos on Wednesdays, except for today, obviously. Writing videos on Wednesday, right? And then kind of like I go live on Friday, but that's going to change because I'm now going to have my EDD series on Fridays. And then on Sundays, I release my vlogs. So that's how the system is going to work. I think that's working for me. That's how I'm going to continue it. So Wednesdays will be a writing or a book writing related video because I'm still in the publishing industry. So I'm a book editor and writing consultant, as I shared before. So I definitely want to share my expertise by giving writing tips, writing advice, etc. That's for Wednesdays, Writer Wednesdays, right? As a matter of fact, happy Writer Wednesday. And then Fridays will be dedicated to the EDD series. And then Sundays will be dedicated to vlogs. So you have my doctoral vlogs where I'm all around Howard's campus, and then also just moving about in DC, Washington, DC, and wherever else I'm traveling. Like, for example, this weekend, I'm going back home. I'm going to LA. So you'll see me if I make it to an all-star weekend event, I don't know. I'm not that popular, even though I am going home, right? But as you know, all-star weekend is this upcoming weekend, and it's in my hometown. It's in LA, so I may be at an event. Maybe, we'll see. But all of that will be shared on Sundays. So Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, you can expect a video from me. That is the goal this year, 2026. And yes, if you have any questions about how to write a book, check out my book, Bookfluence, How to Write a Book to Position Yourself as a Leader in Your Industry. That is my signature book. It shows you how to write a book. You can download the PDF or the ebook version where you can like type in your answers. It's a fillable PDF. You can type in your answers, and that will help jumpstart the book writing process, right? So that is on my website, N.HARV.com/bookfluence. I'll drop the link in the description. And then, yes, what else? If you need any other help from me, just leave a comment below. If you have a topic that you want to talk about, you want me to talk about, or a question that you would like me to answer for the EDD series, drop it in the comments below, or maybe a book writing question. You can also drop that in the comments below. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Yeah.